All right, well, the next project is already begun here. Got the crew doing the fence install. Got a nice little Kubota with a hammer on it. Thing is loud as all hell. Makes quick work of those posts though. Essentially, they're going to do all four corners. After that, they pull string from corner to corner, and then do the run of posts. So should be relatively straightforward. It's just a giant box essentially, and then we're gonna have a fence that goes through the center, right where the horse water is, and cut it in half so that we have two kind of smaller pastures. So I got a camera set up on time lapse. We'll let these guys cook for the day. I'm assuming that they're probably not doing the actual fence boards today. We'll probably have excuse me, another crew come out and get that done maybe tomorrow, but they should be able to get all these hammered in today, I would imagine. That thing, it looks like it hammers them pretty easy. So these are Locust posts. Should be pretty stout. You can see where that hammer just glosses it up at the top from beating on it. But yeah, we'll let these guys do their thing, and check back in a little bit to see how progress is going. handle that no problem.
Uh,
How much do you reckon that weighs?
a lot. This is the only machine we got that will lift.
Really?
Yeah. The other machines won't even budge it.
Really? Yeah, that was impressive. I didn't think this thing would get it off the trailer.
They even had a forklift lift there and he could barely get it high enough.
Really?
Like one of the big ones, big forklifts.
Like the off-road ones?
Kind of weird ones. Kind of looks like the ones that Home Depot uses, you know?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like that, but like a they like barely put it on there.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, you probably just push it straight down. There it is. There's our new fencing. They did a great job. So it's obviously 2 pastures, the upper pasture, the lower pasture. I think it's around 600 foot if you include the divider there of fencing total. So they did a fantastic job. All this wood is in good condition. It's not like they were hanging crummy old fence boards. This is all 1 inch thick, so this is, you know, dimensional lumber. The Locust is in really good shape. This is pretty green stuff, actually. And like I've never seen anybody do before with these locust posts, they pounded them in. I've seen people do that with, you know, the round pressure treated stuff, but never with the locust before, so that was interesting. And it was challenging for them. I mean, in the video you can see they had a wrench on it, they were twisting it, they had to move it different directions to try and keep it in line with the rest of the posts, and you know, they were hitting rocks and all kinds of stuff. So it did take them some time, right? They were here for 2 days, 2 8-hour days, almost 9-hour days of just beating these posts in, and then 1 day for them to finish up the fence boards. But I'm happy with how it turned out. You can see there's a little bit of a slope here for, you know, this run. And basically what he was telling me, what he does is he'll put a string at the top of that post at around 54 inches and then just kind of eyeball it the whole way across, and he'll pull the string so that, you know, it doesn't go any lower than 48 inches, because you want the minimum height of this fence to be 48 inches. So he kind of plays around with the height a little bit and just makes it so it looks good, and it does look good. They finished off the ends real nice. So I've seen people do this a couple different ways, but this looks like probably the sturdiest you're gonna do. So they brought this one over to the post entirely, and then for this run here they added a little wedge piece, cut that nice and flat on the side, and then nailed that directly into that wedge piece so that you get something that's real sturdy. So that looks good. Now, we haven't put gates in yet. We still have some time for the horses to get here, so I'm not in any rush. I think probably closer to the spring is when we're going to be bringing them here. I still have to get the riding arena done up top and all that stuff. We got to get this dried out before I can put paint on it, and the gates will come whenever I have a chance to go pick them up and put those on. So there'll be one 8-foot gate, one 8-foot gate, and then to 10-foot there and a 10-foot there. So I need a 10-foot there if I need to get the tractor in and out or whatever. You can see they put, you know, a post on either side of the watering post, so that way the horses on either side can get to that. That'll be nice, not having to shuffle buckets of water in and out of the barn. So yeah, all in all, pretty happy with it. It's just kind of a quick video, but that was a big step. It was expensive. It was, you know, a little over $6 grand to get all the fencing in, and then we still have another $500 to sink in paint and gates. So, but it was worth it for me to not do it. I could have done it. I obviously didn't have a post pounder like they had. I could have done it with an auger and drilled straight in, dropped the post in, beat all around it, tapped it in until it was nice and solid. But it wouldn't have been as sturdy as what they did. I mean, pounding those posts in like they did, these things, you could hit them with a tractor and they're not going anywhere. So yeah, that's about it. Should last a good long time. These locust posts, you know, they should be good for 20-25 years. So we'll move on to the next project.